No one saw this coming. Not Elon Musk. Not Wall Street. Not the multi-trillion-dollar electric vehicle industry. But deep inside Honda's ultra-secret research facility in Saitama, Japan, it happened. Something that wasn't supposed to leave the lab. Something that could shake the EV empire to its core overnight. No flashy unveiling. No press release. No keynote event. Just a quiet demonstration. A single prototype. And within 48 hours, the tremors reached Wall Street. Tesla's stock dipped. Rivian tumbled. Panasonic, one of the world's biggest battery suppliers, took a hit. Because what Honda reportedly revealed isn't just another car. It isn't even just another engine. It's a direct challenge to everything the electric revolution has been built on for the last decade. And here's the kicker. This prototype doesn't run on gasoline. It doesn't need a massive lithium battery. It doesn't even store hydrogen. It runs on something so ordinary, so overlooked, that it sounds almost ridiculous. Water. Rainwater. Tap water. Even seawater. And the moment the news leaked, one thing became clear. If this engine is real, the future of transportation won't belong to batteries. It will belong to water. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh, hydrogen again, stop. This isn't the Honda Clarity 2.0. That car was powered by hydrogen fuel cells. It required a separate hydrogen tank, extreme pressurization, and a network of fueling stations that barely existed. Yes, it was clean. But it wasn't practical. And that's why it failed. This new system is different. This is true combustion. Honda's engineers claim they've cracked a way to burn hydrogen directly inside an internal combustion engine, using a reinforced chamber capable of withstanding temperatures beyond 2000 degrees Celsius. The result? A high-performance powerhouse that produces just one byproduct, steam. But here's the jaw-dropping part. The car doesn't store hydrogen. It doesn't carry tanks. It actually creates hydrogen in real time while you're driving, using a proprietary nanocatalyst combined with a piezoelectric water splitting system. Water goes in. Hydrogen is generated instantly. It combusts on the spot. And out the tailpipe comes nothing but mist. 5 liters of water gets you 100 kilometers. That's it. No rare earth metals. No battery fires. No dependence on a fragile charging grid. Just plain water. So why are we only hearing about this now? Because this engine isn't new. Honda began working on it 2 decades ago. Back in 2007, as the lithium-ion craze began, Honda foresaw the limitations. They already had the Insight hybrid. They saw the battery bottlenecks coming. And so, in total secrecy, they launched an internal initiative, Project Aqua Drive. By 2011, they had working prototypes. But then, suddenly, it all disappeared. No announcements. No press leaks. Silence. Why? Insiders insist it wasn't failure. It was pressure. Oil giants, battery lobbyists, and even Honda's own hybrid partners feared what a water engine could do to the market. If it leaked, it could have toppled billion-dollar investments in batteries, charging, mining, and infrastructure. So Honda shelved it. The prototypes were sealed away. The engineers reassigned. And the world marched forward toward lithium batteries and EV hype. But while EV headlines in 2024 were full of grid failures, lithium shortages, and battery fires, Honda's leadership quietly saw an opening. And in 2025, Project Aqua Drive was revived. Honda didn't start from scratch. They recovered 3 prototypes, locked away in climate-controlled storage for over a decade. They updated the systems with modern tech. And within just 5 months, the test vehicles were back on the road. The results stunned even the engineers who built them. 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. Top speed, 180 kilometers per hour. Range, 760 kilometers on a single 50-liter refill of water. Refueling? Not $1 million hydrogen station. Not a 2-hour charge. Just connect a garden hose. 3 minutes later, you're done. No range anxiety. No degradation. No rare earth mining. And maintenance? Honda claims wear and tear rates are 42% lower than gasoline engines because the only exhaust is steam. This isn't just clean. This is practical. When news of the prototype leaked, panic spread fast. Inside Tesla's gigafactories, executives whispered about stranded assets. Billions invested in lithium suddenly looked obsolete. Battery startups relying on recycling lithium cells? Already downsizing. Charging station builders? Facing irrelevance. Why? Because this water engine costs just $1,320 to produce. Less than a third of a typical EV drivetrain. Operating costs? 0.8 cents per mile. Compare that to 3.2 cents per mile for EVs, and the economics just went nuclear. Even the greenest Tesla can't compete. Lifetime emissions for Honda's water engine were measured 78% lower, including manufacturing. This wasn't just a car. This was an economic earthquake. So how does it actually work? At the heart of this system is something engineers once thought impossible, a piezoelectric ultrasonicator. Using high-frequency vibrations, it splits water molecules instantly into hydrogen and oxygen. No compression. No storage. No danger. Hydrogen feeds the combustion chamber. Oxygen is vented or reabsorbed. Instead of a massive lithium battery, a compact supercapacitor array stabilizes the current, recharges during motion, and even powers cold starts at -22 degrees Celsius. Emissions? Steam and trace oxygen. That's it. On a cold morning, the tailpipe vapor is literally the only sign the car is running. Of course, powerful interests are furious. Within 48 hours of the leak, European regulators began quietly drafting reviews to discredit the tech. Oil lobbyists in Texas, blindsided, pushed for emergency fuel taxes, even floating the idea of a water usage tax. China scrambled, digging up old research and beginning reverse engineering efforts. Russia reportedly moved to adapt it for tanks and submarines. And Tesla? Musk went silent. Cybertruck upgrades were mysteriously paused. Why? Because even if half this tech is real, it changes everything. This isn't just about cars. This is about energy itself. Water can't be privatized. It can't be drilled or fracked. If water becomes fuel, the global energy economy collapses overnight. The financial shock was brutal. Saudi Aramco lost $41 billion in a single day. Norway froze its trillion-dollar lithium bets. India began talks with Honda about mass production. And the Japanese yen surged as Honda's stock soared nearly 18% in one day. This wasn't just a ripple. This was a rupture. But not everything is perfect. If water becomes the new oil, drought-stricken regions could face new resource wars. Corrosion-resistant alloys make the engine slightly pricier to build. And regulators don't even know how to classify it. But Honda isn't waiting. Reports suggest they plan to roll out 1 million water-powered cars a year by 2027. The first markets? Asia and the Middle East, regions where EV adoption lagged because of poor charging infrastructure. Now, that delay looks prophetic. And what about Elon Musk? For once, silence. No meme, no tweet, no rebuttal. Because maybe even Musk knows. If Honda's water engine works as claimed, Tesla's mission has just been rewritten. This isn't the end of electric. It's the beginning of something bigger. A reset button for the auto industry. And the revolution won't be televised. It'll be unleashed. With the turn of a key and a splash of WATE.